Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel, Arts of the Round. My name is Mello. Today I just want to share with you guys a recent practice session I had. It was like 3 days of me just painting over some sketches I did about 5 months ago. And I was practicing a limited palette and 3 unique faces. And I hope you enjoy. So for these sets of practice paintings, I'm using a limited palette of 4 colors, using my Arteza Gouache, white, black, Payne's gray, and some sky blue for a little hint of color. And I was just kind of messing around. I didn't want to start a new project. I really didn't have many ideas to start with, so I started digging through a lot of my old sketches that I had the intention to paint in the first place, and I felt confident enough with my skill level that I was like, you know what, let's just keep going, let's just try this out. And that is one of the major benefits of taking time and practicing your skills, doing what you want to do. I do so much consumption of other people's art, videos and tutorials and things like that I don't spend enough time being productive. And that's my opinion, obviously. I think my average from absorbing information to producing art and being creative is pretty skewed to the research part, and I definitely wanted to make time to do. Unfortunately, there was an error in my camera, and it didn't capture all of the progress of the first painting of the young lady with the barrette, so I was kind of disappointed in that. But man, you can't cry over spilled milk, and like I said, this was in a 3-day kind of session, so I didn't realize that error till about the 3rd day, the end of the 3rd day. So it was bummage deferred. So anyways, 2nd day, same color palette, same 4 colors, and I was gaining momentum. I wanted to use what I learned by doing the first one. But for this one, my goal really was to get as smooth a skin texture as possible. And I didn't like the initial sketch, so I wanted to see if that was something that I can fix and manipulate with paint. The benefit of having this session one day after the other is that I remembered a lot of the things that didn't go well in the painting previous. So I wanted to avoid those, and I also wanted to work through those if they did come up, which they did. But I had the confidence to work past those issues. I knew that by varying consistencies and adding a little bit of more water or less water, or just using a damp brush, I would be able to blend the paints better. And I did. His face came out a lot smoother than the previous one of the young lady above. So it worked out pretty good. I had a lot of fun trying to get the intensity of those eyes though, and the volume on the nose. I wasn't too happy with the original sketch. I think the proportions of the face were off, absolutely off. I just think the way the measurements I was off. But my goal was to see if I can actually fix it with the paints, and I think I did pretty good. One of my goals is to up my painting ability to look like my drawing ability. I can draw better than I can paint. I've been doing that longer than the other. And I think this was one of the few times with gouache paints that I have been really close and extremely satisfied with what I was able to do. And that is the benefit of practicing with a singular purpose or goal. I have many goals. I have many goals throughout the year, for the next 5 years. And the only way I'm ever going to get close to any of those goals if I respect myself to put the time to practice and to get better. Because it won't happen when I'm sleeping. It won't happen when I'm working my 9 to 5. I have to put that time in. Every one of these paintings in this session served a major purpose. One, can I paint with a limited palette? Can I make it look nice? Can I portray a story? And can I clearly give you an image for you to look at and know what it is? Secondly, can I fix a sketch with my paints? Can I add to it? And thirdly, can I learn from those two to make a realistic portrait in gouache of somebody that I feel is my hero? I tried that a couple months ago by doing a tribute painting of Gene Wilder, and I would say that I was about 75% successful. And that kind of bummed me out. 70% is pass, but for me it bummed me out. I hold my artwork to a higher standard than the 70%. I want it to be 100 all the time. And thriving for that perfection is what makes me practice as much as I do, or want to. We can never practice as much as we want to. But that was my goal for that last piece. That Bruce Lee, to me, there was a little bit more pressure because he is recognizable. The other two people, I can say they were whomever. And you'll believe me. Oh, that's a French woman in the snow, in the winter. That's my boy Johnny Depp. Or Ichabod Crane, as I was calling him. But even if you look at him and go, oh man, he looks familiar. Is that Bruce Lee? Yes. So, the goal was to do that. The goal was to grab a picture I found on Pinterest. It wasn't black and white. I changed the color scheme of it on Photoshop. I sketched it because I was feeling good with myself back a couple months ago. And I believe that was the reason why it took so long to paint these. Because I didn't want to, be ready for it, mess it up. So, that singular thought was what prevented me from just practicing or painting over these drawings. And I think the moment that my mind switched to thinking that it was practice and it's not going to be a portfolio piece, man, it's just for you, this is for you to get better, I loosened up and was able to produce that simple painting in front of you. Here's a challenge for you and myself that will dramatically improve whatever it is that we're trying to work on. For me, it's painting. But it'll only work if it's applied consistently. Guaranteed. All right? So this is the challenge for us. Set aside a specific time each day to practice. Doesn't have to be a lot. 15 minutes a day can make a difference, a huge difference. You can't do every day. Do every other day. Do twice a week. Whatever you can do and whatever fits your schedule. But the key is to be consistent and to make practice a habit. This will help you build momentum, muscle memory, and above all else, confidence. And before you know it, you'll be seeing progress in your work. You'll be surprised how quickly you'll improve and keep a record of yourself and be witness to your own progress. That will motivate you to keep going. And you might even start to develop your own unique style. So, thanks for watching, you guys. I'd love to hear about your own habits and methods and how you're doing on your own creative journey. use that comment section below. If you're looking for more art tips and inspiration, be sure to check out my previous videos and the next one. And don't forget to like if you enjoy what I'm doing, and hit that subscribe for encouragement and moral support. We could all use it. Thanks again for watching. My name is Mello, and as always, draw you later. Bye-bye.